my goodness, you guys. Ben Bayan, thank you for Risa for 8 months. Thank you so much. And I know you know that that gives you a priority request, so if there's anything you'd like to hear from the song list, please let me know. Welcome for Underground, L, Cathedora. Let's see. I'm like so all over the place, y'all. A Sniper, Hoagie, Goofberry, welcome. Tripwire, Raisin, beep boop. Ahan, welcome in, good to see you. Edward, strong use of emote choice, that really leaves a strong image. Hello from Sydney, Australia, very cool. Good day, mate. I don't know if that's like offensive to your culture or not. Jove, what's up? How's everybody doing? Lights? Doc, what's up? Erica, enjoy your lurk. Oh my goodness, you guys. Warning. I am exhausted and very emotional. Just throwing it out there. You know, I had a show this weekend with Tails that went really well. And today I got to do an interview on Rolling Stone's channel and a performance. And I was so nervous. Like, the poor mods, I was just relentlessly like sending them pictures and asking them about song choices. And I was just a wreck. I was so nervous. I wasn't sleeping very well. There. But it means so much to me that you guys were able to tell me throughout the whole process that of course I'd be able to do it. Because I didn't believe that, you know? I think a part of myself believed I could do it, or else I wouldn't have done it. But what I'm trying to say is, you guys telling me that I can do it and that I can continue to push for these things is one of the driving reasons as to why I'm actually doing it. So thank you. Thank you so much. Like, I remember when I first decided I wanted to be like a violinist and I started playing again at Berklee when I was still in the vocal program. And it was so hard. I was clearly one of the worst players in the program. And I knew that. And like, you know, people would comment on it and even teachers commented on it. But there was just always something in me that just was like, I don't have a choice. Like, I have to do this. Like, it's all I can hope for, and it's all I want. So even though I knew it was a long shot then, I just kept trying. And along the way, I, you know, got replaced in bands, and I got cut from albums that I wasn't good enough for, and got left behind, and it's all a part of the game. I don't have any, you know, resentment towards that. It's the industry. But I'm just really proud of myself that I never gave up, and it was pretty surreal not only having this opportunity, but doing it as my own artist. Is I haven't done very many things as my own individual artist before. So that was a very powerful thing for me today. And I feel so inspired and motivated, and I feel like I'm ready to just keep moving towards the next steps and the next big things, whatever those are going to be. But I did want to really, really have a sincere moment to just say, I really, I'm just so grateful for you guys. And I think that you have no idea how much you contributed to making all of this possible for me. And I feel just very lucky. Keep it in. I'm gonna get my tissue, sorry. Ugh. Stay in my eyeballs. Doc, thank you for the donation. But you know, like, I've watched a lot of streamers and YouTubers over the past like 6 years myself, mostly YouTubers because I didn't know about Twitch before, if I'm being honest. And you know, I would see them having like sincere moments of gratitude and talking to me as the audience, and I remember being like, oh yeah, whatever, like, yeah, right. So I can hope that now that I'm on the other side of the camera, I can say it and have it resonate. Just truly thank you to every single one of you for just helping all of this happen. And I'm gonna keep on working my butt off. Never stop working my butt off. MBR Media, thank you for gifting a sub. Thank you. I really appreciate that. And that does give you priority requests. If there's anything you want to hear from my list, just let me know. I don't know how long I'm going to be on today, as I will admit, like, the stress of this weekend with the show and the interview, I still feel like my chest's like starting to relax its muscles a bit. It's just felt like this for the past 4 days. But I was just so anxious to really just say thank you. Like, I'm so happy with how the interview went. The guys involved were so nice. I'm so grateful to have gotten to work with a really kind and wonderful people, and as well for those in chat who were being supportive. So, thank you for Judge. Thank you. So I just mainly wanted to come on to try my best to give that gratitude back. I don't know if anyone even wants that. If you're just like, stop crying and just play music, you're being annoying. This is who I am. I can't help it. So, thank you guys. And I also thought this was a means to celebrate, so ha ha ha, I'm having a beer on stream. Ho, ho, ho. Very good. So thank you, everybody. And if there's one thing that sharing my story with you all that I hope would resonate is just, if you really want something, don't give up. Even when people tell you no, the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, just keep doing it. I've been told no so many times. So many times. So many auditions that I didn't get. But if you really want it, just keep going. And you'll find other like-minded people like you too as you go along your journey, you know? So cheers. I am so grateful once again for y'all. And I love you very much. And for whatever you're trying to work towards, if you need to be reminded of it, I believe in you. I know I'm not seeing what you're working on. I see what some of you guys are working on. But even if you just need to hear someone say it, you got it. Keep going. Don't give up. Keep trying. Reach out to your peers. Show them what you're working on. Ask for their opinions. Ask for their feedback. Put yourself out there. Okay, sip time. Thank you, MBR. I haven't had this one for a while. Hippies and Cowboys. It's a Tennessee brand. Tennessee Brew Works. Ooh. Oh, that's nice after a long day. Cool. So I did see we had requests for Paranoid Android and Isabel's theme from Animal Crossing. I'll do my best with that one. I haven't done it with the metronome yet. Oh, I have more good news to tell you guys. I feel bad because well, let me check my email actually real quick. I probably could present this so much better, but since you guys are the first ones here, I'll tell you as the first people. One sip and I'm already disgusting. Love that. Okay, I'm waiting on one last email, but I got approved to be an affiliate for Soundbrenner. You guys always hear me talking about this metronome here. The Pulse is the one that I have. And, you know, I'm starting to get messages about sponsorships, and I wanted to, especially for my first one, do something that felt like it was right for me and for the stream. There was definitely some tempting ones, and, you know, I'll probably do one of those, like, big exciting things in the future, but I wanted to do something that was me, and I use this 4 days a week, if not more now, and I like the product. I stand by it. Now, I'm not gonna lie, it's difficult to get used to, but it's so worth it, and I do think it's made me a better musician, and so I wanted to reach out, and they said, yeah, let's do it. So I'm an affiliate officially of Soundbrenner, your girl's first sponsorship. I'm gonna get a code. That's what I'm waiting for today. I didn't get it yet, but my code gets anyone who wants to try it out 20% off. And, you know, I'm more than happy to answer any questions you have about it, or if you think it's gonna be good for you, or if it's gonna help, you know what I mean? Maybe I'll incorporate it in my Teacher Joe lessons as I go, you know? Thank you so much for Tripwire for gifting a sub to Pesto God, and for Hermalt Turbo Diesel and Whiskey Frizz. Thank you so much for the follows. I really appreciate you. Ocio, what's up? Shocking the World, her first sponsor is not Poshmark. I did look into it, but it looks like their sponsored programs, like, I would have to be, like, actively selling on it, which I do want to do, but I'm not quite ready yet. I've been taking pictures of all the clothes I want to sell on it, but, you know, I'm always trying to do 100 things at once, which means everything gets done kind of slow. I'm working on it. Cool. Shall I do some improv? I'm excited to just play now. I mean, I was just playing before, but you know what I mean. Feels like lower stakes now. Satisfying. Thanks for letting me come on and be all emotional at you. I know a lot of you guys were prepared for it. Like, of course I was gonna do that. I'm just full of gratitude. I'm so happy. Let's see. So we have 2 loops on here. I'll just go for it. Why not? If it's okay for Ban, can I try and do Isabel's theme first? Also, kind of a gross update, but I told some of you in Discord that I, in a frenzy, trying to get ready for the interview and my show this weekend, slammed my toe so hard. And I cracked the nail. I probably should have done like a warning of ickiness. It made me very sad though, because I run every day, and running has been really good for my, obviously my body, I guess, but mostly my mental space. Running has helped my headspace so much. And I was like, crap, now I can't run. But update on that, it actually isn't as bad as I thought, and I think I'm actually going to be able to run just fine tomorrow. So, yay. For weekly goals in Discord, don't worry, I'm coming back strong. See you, Silver. Thank you so much for popping in for my emotional start today. Runners have demon feet. Like dragon claws. For Vanathron, like, I really feel like running is what keeps me really centered lately. It's such an important part of my day-to-day, so I was really upset that I might have to sit out on that for a bit. But it looks like I'm good to go, so that's good. Oh, Sniper. Oh, how dare you. Get out. Oh, man. Rough. That's rough. Oh, maybe I should make a Rolling Stone command for the VOD. If one of the mods has time, that would be amazing. But no pressure. I'm already on at a different time than you guys expected. So I don't want anyone staying longer than they want. I just wanted to celebrate and be like, yay. Thank you, Tripwire. Let's see. For Isabel's theme. So now that I'm officially an affiliate, once again, I always have this thing strapped to my leg here when I do loops from scratch. What it does is it vibrates the tempo and pulses so that I can feel it without you having to be exposed to a loud click, clocky sound that seemed to bother a ton of people. Not all, but a fair amount of people. Makes me feel like Lara Croft strapping it on my leg, like I'm really cool. I feel cool is what I'm trying to say. So the way it works, sync it up with Bluetooth, and I'm gonna line it up to my computer here, and it just automatically lines up with my Ableton project. So it all works as one unit. It's super easy, and I found it to be very, very useful. Edward, thank you. I hope I don't let you down. I try, you guys know this, but I do truly try to up my musicianship if I can every week, whether if I'm just trying something new. I try to do a new piece almost every week, or do something different, or learn a different instrument for a loop. So I do my best. Now, I've never played this with the metronome in Ableton before, so I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna try. I don't know if it will work, but I'm gonna do my very best. So let's see. I'm just gonna start to make sure I do have it. Well, this is gonna be interesting. Hunt beer! Beer! Look! I'm having a beer today! I used to have a beer on stream fairly often, but then I cut back. But tonight we're celebrating, so hell yeah, I got a beer. Thank you for $30. That's super generous. Thank you. And please let me know if I could play you something. Cheers. All right, I'm nervous. Oh man, y'all. I don't know if I can do this one. I feel bad. It's one of the last ones left on my list now that I don't know if I'm ready for. I'm gonna try it though. I'm scared. Ben, thank you for gifting a sub to Hunt Beer. Okay. One. Ah! One, no way. I'll give it one more go, but for MB, is there another song maybe you could ask for? I'm really sorry. I'm just not prepared for this one. I'm gonna try one more, but I'm not optimistic. This is killing me on the inside. I have to give it up for now. I know I can get it. I'm not ready today. I'm sorry. Ow, that hurt to start with. I guess let's do Paranoid Android. Oh no, my heart hurts now. No, so happy. Oh, don't let the failure hurt. It's okay. It's okay. I promise I'll get it by the end of the week. Paranoid Android. When I am king, you will be first against the wall of your opinion, which is of no consequence. Ambition makes you look pretty ugly. Kicking, squealing, Gucci little piggy. You don't remember, why don't you remember my name? Off with this head man, off with this head man, why don't you remember my name? Well, I guess he does. Yes, he does. Rain down, come on, rain down on me. From a great height, from a great height, rain down. Rain down, come on, rain down on me. From a great height, from a great height. That's it, sir, you're leaving the gravel of pigskin, the rushing, the screaming, the abuse networking, the panic, the vomit, the panic, the vomit. God loves his children. God loves his children. That actually felt much better. I'll admit that when I first switched over to doing this song on Ableton versus my Boss Looper, I had a really hard time letting go of how it used to sound. Um, but I was actually quite happy with that. I almost think maybe I should pre-record some vocals on it already for the bum bum ba bum bum ba da dun dun, and just have them all come in like at once there. A lot of this stream has been, as the result of the suggestions that you guys have given me. And you've had some really awesome suggestions, like moving the APC over here so you can see what my hands are doing. Thank you, Tripwire. Even just with like how I prepare some things in advance on the loops. And I always, am open to receiving any advice you guys have, because a lot of the reason this stream is the way it is as a result of your input. So, for example, like on the Rolling Stone stream today, I pre-recorded little tiny bits here and there to really speed up the process. And if that's something that you guys enjoyed and like want me to explore further in my other loops, I'm more than happy to do that. I know some of you guys like to see it built from scratch. I'm going to keep bits of both strategies, but I want to, make sincerely a show that you enjoy. So any feedback on that front is totally welcome. Cool. Again, I'm really sorry for MB that I wasn't able to do your request. If there's something else I could play for you and you're still here and you still want something, just let me know. I'd love to play it for you. I've gotten a handle now on most things on my song list, but admittedly there's still, some things that I'm having to figure out, especially since I did this transition. Here's what I was looking for. I would like to do... Oh, these are my new loops I'm working on. Ooh! Definitely I'm going to have another new singing loop next week to show you guys, which I'm very excited about. I think you'll like it. At least I hope so. Alright, I think I picked the two I would like to do next. This was a song that I heard in passing, like as I was just doing my chores around the house. And I thought it was so gorgeous. I was supposed to stream in like 15 minutes, and I grabbed some blank sheet music and I wrote it out. It's a song from Octopath Traveler called Enveloped in Kindness, and it's so beautiful. I was gonna say beautiful and charming. So I hope you like it. And then I'm gonna do National Park from Pokemon Gold. Welcome for Damon. How are you doing today? Thank you for the bits. Keep bits of both nodders. Champable nodders. Thank you, Matt. Thank you, man. Welcome, Kevtech, by the way. It's great to see you. And Russ of the Mage, welcome. I hope you guys are all having a nice evening. Mythic Scotty, Luminology, Johnny. I know I don't usually stream this late. I usually stream much earlier, but, with the interview today, decided to take the rare opportunity to do a night stream. So I appreciate the company. Let us do this beautiful piece, Enveloped in Kindness. It's so cozy. Here we go. Goodness, I'm just loving Animal Crossing vibes. I don't know if it's because maybe it's springtime, which makes me want to be outdoors more. It's just Animal Crossing is the go-to soundtrack for me lately. Can't stop myself. All right. Let's do it. was exactly the piece I wanted to play. I came on stream not knowing exactly what I wanted to do to like celebrate today, but that felt so nice. I love that song. Like, I tell you guys how I'm always looking for new material, especially for video game music. And when I heard this one, I was like, yes, thank goodness. This is perfect. Let's see here. It seems like it would be a perfect transition into another piece that I was so excited to learn. I wrote it out. Most of you guys know I usually type out my music, so it's all printed and nice and symmetrical and put together, but I'm still kind of a sucker for handwriting out sheet music sometimes. I also felt like such a goober lame-o on the interview today when I was pretty good at not interrupting the interviewer. I was nervous in a Zoom call if I was gonna step on him or something. But I interrupted him at one time and when I was just like, can I show you my binders? I was so excited to show my binders full of music. I was like, please, I want to show you my pride and joy. He's like, okay, like, go ahead, weirdo. He didn't say that, but Gutter, thank you so much for 6 months. Thank you. Oh, it was Brody for the sub gift. Oh yeah, oh Brody, what an angel. Well, thank you for sticking around for Gutter. You could have easily just taken those gift subs and been like, bye, forever. Would have been disappointed if you hadn't broken out the binders. I was so excited to show off my binders. Like, I'm weirdly proud of them. When I had a fish in a bird cage over for our collab, I did the same thing with him. He walked in the room and I was like, let me show you my binders. And he's like, these are really cool binders, Joe. And I'm like, I know, right? Let's see. So for this next one, I'm going to do another Goldev. And I recorded myself playing the guitar part. So I'm actually going to open that up now. It's going to be a YouTube video that I'll put out eventually. I'm sorry if it's frustrating when you guys hear me talk about like all the things I'm working on. I'm sure you're probably like, just put one out. Stop continuously doing something and nothing at the same time. I promise I'll record this as a YouTube video soon for the YouTube channel. We've also crossed 1,400 subs on my YouTube channel. And for only having like 10 videos up there, thank you guys so much. That's amazing. Kane, welcome. And thank you. That makes me feel a bit better. I always feel guilty I'm not showing more of the work that I'm working on. But again, today really has inspired me to just hunker down and push past the self-conscious issues that I have with recording. Recording is like a brutal process for me. I am just so mean on myself. I could do live performance all day, every day. But then when I have to record myself and listen back and decide if it's good, oh, that's awful. I hate that. Oh, I don't like doing it. But I have to because it feels so good when I finish it. Anyway. Optimus Lopez, you're amazing. Thank you. Something and nothing at the same time. I am. That is one of my goals. Maybe I'll use that. So here is the guitar part that I recorded for another Goldev, and I'm gonna play on top of it. Oh, it's this one. This was another song where I was listening to, of course, video game playlists while I was doing makeup before stream. And when it came on the song list, I was so excited. I immediately was just like, oh, this one. How have I not done this song? This is so pretty. So it's another one I'm just so happy to have in the repertoire. Between the last two, I was thinking in my head, I was like, oh, I could do like an EP of like beautiful guitar, violin, video game music, and then like a different one. I know I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm sure some of you guys are like, oh, just stop thinking about all these projects and finish something. You dang dummy. Let's do an improv over this. This sounds nice. Hope you guys don't mind all this like chill music on a Monday evening. This kind of feels right. David, thank you for the follow. Oh man, I'm so happy. I don't know if I should just stick with the chill right now. Yeah, let's stick with chill first. For I'm Tugga, thank you so much for the resub for 2 months now. I really appreciate it. And please let me know if there's something I can play for you. I want to stick with some beautiful music still. So let's get the instrumentals out and go from there. I know I do this one a fair amount. That's why I say beautiful that way. Joe, I say that in class. What? I'm not keeping up very well. You say that in class? What are you studying, Ben? I want to know. If you don't mind sharing. I feel like all these guitar pieces make me want to play them back to back, so I'm going to do Home Arnie Village next. A massage teacher, very cool. I've never been to get a massage ever. And everyone I know that's had one says it's absolutely amazing. I do need, I'm guessing, a lot of work though, because I play instruments all the live long day. Especially for violinists. There's apparently this thing called like a hump. Like a lot of violinists develop a hump here because our necks go down ever so slightly while we're playing. So with those muscles here and the combo of your arm going up and down, some violinists literally get like a bulge there. Might be me. I guess unless I see a massage therapist. I'll look into that. Today is a quick pass. Just play what you want. Okay. Thank you again. Let's do Home Arnie Village. Thank you so much for the new follows, you guys. From Fond and Sirenic, I love, and Alaska. Thank you guys so much. Thank you for Hype Train as well. BMN for subbing for 3 months in advance. Thank you. I feel like I really wish I could have done Isabel's theme for you. I'm gonna play you Isabel's theme when I can, and it will be so heartfelt, I promise. And you guys also kicked off a Hype Train, so thank you so much for that. As of right now, without really realizing it, have been going through a lot of the video game repertoire that has guitar featured. And there's a couple more I'm thinking of. So, of course we got Frontier Village Dolly. I'm just seeing if I'm missing anything. Any lovely guitar moments. You wish you could play violin as well, so that does mean you play for BMN? Keep at it! And I bet you sound magnificent. Let's see. I'm just excitedly looking to see if I have more guitar repertoire. I guess I'll just stick to Doom Village Dolly next. You took one class with your friend. It's nice being able to do it with someone else at the same time. Can make it a little easier to start something when you have a friend. Alright, so we're gonna do Frontier Village Dolly, which most of you guys know is like one of my absolute favorites to play. It just touches my heart. I think it is so lovely. Oh, I also just remembered that Amori piece I learned too. I'm gonna do that as well. I love that piece. It feels kind of funny drinking a beer with like all these very chill songs. Usually if I do like have a drink on stream, it's like I play party songs. So this is, I'm not complaining. This is lovely. I'm enjoying this. It just feels kind of funny. I'm so happy, you guys. Thank you for being a big reason why. And I hope that if you are currently not feeling the same level of happy, that you'll find that happy too. It's out there. Sometimes you just have to look real hard for it. La Vie and La Rose. I'm trying to do it by ear. Not exactly. I was just trying to do it from memory. Yeah, I mean, I would love to do that song. It's a really pretty song, and I feel like my voice typically does fairly well with jazz standards, so yeah, I'm into it. I heard the bug. There's this... Do you guys hear that? There's like the loudest bug ever outside my house. Do you hear that? What is that? I was walking into the house after I did the gig this weekend with Tails, and it was so loud. I like couldn't believe it. Oh, I can hear it so clearly. I was kind of hoping the mic could pick it up, but alas. Might be a cicada. I went for a run. This was like a year ago though, but I was going for a run and a cicada, they're freaking huge, hit me in the face. And it was so big. It was like that big. It felt like someone just threw a rock at my face. It was awful. And you like hear the fluttering of their wings like right after. It's a sound Frank would make when he's sneaking up on you. Oh yeah. I moved him for the interview. I didn't know if I was going to be ready to answer questions about Frank. Tripwire, thank you for 300 bits. Thank you. Cicada to the face. Also, hello, darling Poopington. My face did look something like that when I got hit with a cicada in the face. Anyway. I'm gonna put my heart in this one. was a riot of the Franks. Also, One Way Rider, it's so good to see you. I was on Rolling Stone today. Can't freaking believe it. So rad. Thank you guys so much. I have just, you know, I feel almost a little bad because I'm playing the most chill, like low tempo songs because I'm honestly kind of exhausted from the stress of doing the show this weekend and then the interview. I feel like I should be doing some party music, but this is just exactly what I want to do right now. And just to be with you guys and just say thank you. Andrew, what's up? That's crazy. 22 months. Sir Andrew. Andrew got knighted, Bentley? Ooh. Wait, is that the thing you just moved? Is that what Frank? Yes, that's Frank. So there's these like creations where people would like put Barbie legs and arms on a Furby doll, and they were like really popular because they just looked so bizarre. So Pencils took my face and put it on a Furby with Barbie legs, and then he sent this to a person who makes stuffed animals, custom ones, and asked if he could make it. And this is what it came out as. So this is my face on a Furby body with Barbie arms and legs. As you can see, they killed it. Knocked it out of the park. Yes, it is beautiful. But that's what that weird little emote is that you always see on my channel of the little marching guys. It's just a bunch of Franks. Frank is beautiful. I walked in on the creation of Ben, and it was like, it was in my Discord, and I saw that people were chatting, and I was like, oh, I'll pop in. And Pencils was sharing his screen and was mid-creation of Frank, and everyone kind of paused and waited to see what my response was gonna be. And I was like, I love that. Like, it's beautiful. That is gorgeous. Oh yeah, and then Andrew got made one too. Andrew's has like a long Furby body, like a snake. And that one's named Hank. So now you know the lore. I was gonna do this piece next. This was suggested to me actually by a lot of people. It's from a game called Omori. And when I first heard it, I just immediately fell in love with it. I was like, oh my god, I need to learn this. So sure enough, I listened to it. I wrote out my music. And it's a really beautiful piano violin duet. I hope you guys like it. Andrew, do you want a song? Just let me know. I'm so happy that some people could hear that cicada out my window. It's so loud in my, like, I can hear it, but I guess the mic isn't picking it up as well. Okay. Omori. Oh, I should put it actually over here. I have to be careful with the volume of this one. Yes, there's a pre-existing violin on it, and I don't want to argue with it. I just want to kind of blend on it. I will do my best. kind of want to try playing it one more time acoustic. I made some mistakes. I think 440. Hebra, thank you for the follow. Oh, that's a really pretty piece. I like it. It's giving. Thank you. You are giving me good energy, so thank you very much. Let's see. Oh man, I'm thinking of songs faster than I can go towards them. I want to do a Head on Our Way now. I think since in the interview today, I thought it would be best to probably do more of the covers and original stuff for Rolling Stone. So I geared... Is that what the expression is, to gear away from something? Or am I like doing a huge fail right now? I went away from doing video game material because I didn't think it would be, the right audience for it. But then the interviewer was like, oh yeah, like I love RPG or JRPG music. And I was like, Veer, whoopsie doodles. First whoopsie doodles of the day. Well, definitely not the first, but first time I'm saying it. Also, iHumanity, thank you for the follow. And Tripwire, I felt so bad that those 300 bits alert was late because that was such a well-played giant fly placement. That was probably the rarest but most perfect opportunity. It really could have been done. And I'm sorry. It was late. It was very funny. Super Seppi, welcome. As in boating? I want to go boating. Andrew, let's get a boat. Do a live stream on the water. I'm proud of you too, Tripwire. For a lot of reasons. Okay, a Head on Our Way. And then I want to do Colony 6 Silence. Oh, I'm so excited. All the video game music. Greg? Damn, Brody gifted you a whole year of subs. That's insane. What's up, Greg? Thank you for your kind words. Greg is one of the very talented musicians that I actually work with here in town. He's an amazing live DJ artist and a great friend and an amazing guy. So check him out. He's amazing. I feel so goofy as I know, like, my happiness is just beaming off my face tonight. I'm sincerely so happy, you guys. I might be at risk of getting emotional if I talk about it again. I'm gonna try to keep it together, but when I made the announcement about the Rolling Stone interview today, I've been getting messages all day from my family, friends, people I haven't talked to in a long time, people from high school. Like, my high school music teachers messaged me saying how proud they were of me, and my aunts and uncles all watched and they were like, oh my god, I was tearing up watching you, I'm so proud of you. And I even had an ex-boyfriend of mine reach out from a long time ago. All things considered, we had a pretty, as fine as a breakup can be. It was sad, but he was so nice. He has a wonderful partner now, and he was just I just want to say I'm really proud of you. It's really great to see. Your mom tuned in too? Oh my god. And I just was so happy. I almost didn't do my original, and the mods encouraged me to do my original. And it's just been so overwhelmingly amazing that I've had so much encouragement, and I'm just so appreciative of you guys. So thank you very much. And now knowing at the end of the day I can sit down and just play through some of my favorite video game pieces and that people still want to hear it makes me so happy. I feel almost guilty taking more time out of your day if you already saw the interview, but I'm so motivated and excited, and I can tell I'm just getting stronger every day. And you are a huge reason why. So thank you. I know, Tripwire. I know, I gotta stop saying that. I just get so worried. I think I'm used to working alone. Obviously I work with my bandmates really, really hard, but I feel everything else I want to do myself. And I need to be better at sometimes just embracing the community, Thank you so much for Jester Fester. Thank you. If I keep doing emotional pieces, I'm gonna be doomed. But I just might be emotional tonight. It's good feelings though. I just feel like I've really crossed into my next big long road ahead of me, and what I see at the end of that road is my own album. And yeah, mostly my own album, which I'm very scared about doing. I'm very scared about recording. I hate how scared I am of recording, but that's my next big goal. That's what I want. I want to do it. You guys have encouraged me and told me that I can. And so I'm just gonna trust you that the songs I write aren't awful, and I just need to do the freaking thing. And I also want to make my video game arrangements album. I want to put out freaking albums. That's what I'm ready to do. And I'm ready to get serious about that, is what I learned today. And especially with the encouragement that you guys have put into me pursuing this. Like I feel like saying it I owe it to you sounds like a bad thing, but I mean it in a loving way. Yes, I want it too, obviously, you know. But you're one of the main reasons I've gotten this close anyway, and I want to see through this journey, even though I'm scared. But I'm ready. Like Nike said. Or Shia LaBeouf, right? Yeah, like I want to just open up Spotify and see Joe Cleary and be like, there, I did it. I love you guys. Welcome, Scott, by the way. I have to burp. It's so pretty. When I play, so I'm getting ahead of myself. I learned this piece because of that ending. When I heard it, I just like immediately teared up. I think that this line just feels like you're like soaring. It's like being like on the edge of a cliff and like feeling all the wind is what this part sounds like. Let's see. Right here. Oh, it's so nice. But then this part made me want to cry. Like, I feel like that part sounds like you're like wanting to go to some place, but you're scared to go there with like that accidental when it comes down. It's like, yes, I'm ready, but I don't know. And then it just comes back to like a soft motivational moment. So now I'm going to play it and hopefully you might see if I'm talking about something at all or if I just sound crazy. Soaring, happy. I'm still not that good at it. There's some sections and pieces like that one where I love it so much and I want to hear it played a certain way that then I just get so scared to even attempt what I'm trying to like hear in my head, if that makes sense. I'm just kind of going from piece to piece pretty authentically tonight with like what I think might make sense after one another. So I hope you guys don't mind that I'm taking charge of the song list, but I feel like I have like a good momentum of songs going right now that feels really nice. So next up, I'm going to do Ori and the Blind Forest, Naru Embracing the Light. And then let's do the Fire Emblem song that I know. I don't remember what it's called, but it is a Fire Emblem song. Anyway, this one is so joyful. I hope you like it. It's so happy and light and fun. I feel like I look so like silly tonight. My excitement about everything is just like very evident. I'm a very emotive person. I write out all my sheet music myself, so whenever I notice like I play it a different way, I want to make sure I write it down in the notes so I can do it next time. And what I noticed that time through was the more I kept basically this whole beginning very not pizzicato, oh gosh, Joe. Not spiccato. When you, I can't believe I'm blanking on this. It's been a long day. Tripwire. It's like the bowing, when they have just a little dot above. That means you're supposed to play it short and separate. Staccato. There it is. I have to play like this whole beginning part staccato until the ending when it gets really loud, and then it's super legato and like big and luscious. But I feel like when I played this part very bright and short, it made a huge difference. Like this section. I think I was doing myself a disservice because I tried to make it all smooth. I feel like that's a common mistake, not mistake, but choice that a lot of string players will use. It's really easy to just want to keep everything connected and smooth and slurred and lovely, but I've been really trying hard lately to focus on the silence in music, because those breaks are also very, very important to change how a piece sounds and what kind of emotion it wants. And it was something I noticed when I started playing with less reverb on stream. I could really hear more of the, little things about the bow that I was doing while I played. So I've been trying to, be more mindful of that. Let's see. Next, we're going to do Spring Radiance from Fire Emblem. I think there's like just a comfort that a lot of string players like find in it. Like I think I've used this comparison before. I feel like a lot of string players play with their bow like someone who's like roller skating, where every step you push and you have your momentum. Like you don't see a roller skater like trying to walk around because that's not how the sport works. But it's important to have those gliding moments like a skater does, but also to be able to, tiptoe and walk around too with your bowing. Here we go. Spring Radiance. How long have you been with that teacher now for Tripwire? And also, how did you find them, if you don't mind me asking? When I was trying to focus on... Oh, I'm so sorry. Pythagora, if you're still here, thank you so much for a resub. I really appreciate that. And if there's something I could play for you, please let me know. Almost 2 years. Very cool. Before Twitch really became my full-time and my, stability was dependent on how many students I had, I was always panicking trying to figure out ways to get more students as a freelance, single person business. I was going around all the places I could, hanging up posters with pull tabs and experimenting with different sites and all that stuff. So it's kind of interesting to see how people find teachers from a local music school. I mean, it's the best source, really. Pythagora, thank you. Thank you guys so much. Cheers, everyone. I love you so much. Now, this is a piece I love, but I don't feel like I've played it the way I want to yet. So I'm really focused going in on this. And I want to try and play it better. It's so darn pretty. I want to do a good job. What helped me was doing 2 up bows, like 2, so a slurred legato on the phrase. And that actually helped a lot. Like this. See how I do the same bow twice? Down, down. That helped me a lot. Oops. hope you guys don't mind. I've been doing a lot of notes in my music lately. I think Pencils was like astonished to hear that I don't even really put bowings in my music. I play them a little bit differently each time, which is actually something like I'm kind of embarrassed to admit as a teacher. Because if you really want to get something learned, doing it with the same bowing each time is so helpful. Oop. My metronome keeps giving me like one random little buzz sometimes, and it freaks me out. Because 50 is a better number than 40. I think I forgot to tip you last week. Thank you, Doc. I don't think you did. I think you did anyway, and you're just being super nice. But thank you. Hey, that means I got to do improv loop. Why don't I do that now? I have one more note for myself. To get this note in tune, I have to bring hand lower. It's like I'm trying to hit under the string. When I had that big shift up for some reason, if I imagine I'm trying to almost contact my finger to the underside of the string, it helps me get it in tune. So that's this part. When it goes, that helps me. Cathedora. Oh man, I feel like seeing a little bit of friendly competition like that makes me remember when Jove banned someone for the first time. That was awesome. Because like I can't remember why it got brought up. It was something we mentioned in mod chat about how Jove hadn't banned anyone yet. And then when the day came, someone came in and they were being a real butthole, and there was Jove, and he banned the crap out of that guy. It was amazing. And we were all so happy. Let's see. Well, does that mean that you can explore a different way to play it, then make your decision how to play it? Do you mean like how I go through and just like have different bowings sometimes? Maybe use a minor 4? Are you saying that I have to use a minor 4 without the major 4, or am I allowed to do a major 4 next to it because I have feelings for that chord progression? No, don't ban Bam. Thank you for Vicious. Thank you. I'm so happy that you watched it and you enjoyed it. Oh my god, I was sweating so bad. I was like freaking out. Andrew's been banned a couple times, yeah. Probably too many times. I'm sorry, Andrew. I feel bad. It's kind of stupid without the major 4 next to it. I feel like you're just being nice to me by letting me play a major 4. I like the major 3 too, but do whatever. Like a major 3 to a minor 4? So I want to hear what that sounds like. I do have to take a quick little bathroom break before we start it officially. But I want to hear what you're talking about here. So I'm guessing if you're saying minor 4, that would mean that we're in a major key, because a minor 4 is not in a major key if you're specifying it. Where's my sound? There. Oh, that's actually so pretty. Oh my god, that makes me want to cry though. So what Doc suggested was a 1, 3 major. 3 is usually minor in major keys, and a 4 is usually major in major keys, but Does going to an A minor sound too sad after that? Maybe I'll just do a C over E so it moves up, and then use the A minor the second time around. So that would be. Oh man, maybe one. Oh, I really like that. It kind of makes me think of do I have any fans of Adventure Time in chat? I feel like there must be some of you. I loved Adventure Time. Let me write this down before I forget. And then I did A minor over E. Do you remember you're so annoying, you pitiful old man. I wish I could help you, but I don't know if I can. I thought you were nice, but you really, really, really not. I can't remember the words to it. I was like obsessed with that song. Marceline sings it to the Ice King. Oh, it's like the best part in the whole show. Okay. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then when we come back, let's make the salute. Okay? I love you guys. Thank you so much. Put the Be Right Back screen on. I'll be right back. Everyone back in their seats. It is a Teacher Joe moment. Get out your pens. I was not planning to do this, but let's do it. Yes, it's interesting. So, this is not gonna be my official one, okay? Yes, I'm gonna do oh damn it. I'm gonna do a series of Teacher Joe where they're gonna be up in YouTube videos and really precise. But I want to do it, and I know, Doc, that you've been wanting a Teacher Joe moment. Rent Swag, thank you for 6 months. Thank you. Are you ready? Now listen up. I'm gonna make this a quick version, but what we're going to talk about is when you pick a song, let's say you're gonna write a song, you're like, how the heck am I gonna decide? There's a million chords. How? This is overwhelming. Shh. It's okay. Technically, there are endless options, but there are certain options that are more common and more accessible. So we're going to talk about how to figure out what those chords are. Okay? I was going to put a link to little keyboards if people want to follow along on pianos, but for today, I'll just draw one. Okay? That's probably enough keys. So, no, I'm not going to do 88. On the piano, there's black keys, right? They come in pairs of 2, and what's the other one? Tell me in chat. The black keys happen in patterns of 2 and... Oh, this is going to take forever. Posture. Two, 3, 2. Excellent. Good job, Tripwire and Rent Swag. I love you. All right. Man, I really should have drawn this before. Piano. Voila. Now, instead of worrying about, oh, Joe, I'm so scared, but what about keys and sharps and flats? Shh, 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 shh. It's fine. We're not talking about that today. Because we're in the key of C. And if you ever want to find a C on the piano, look to any pair of 2 black ones. Hey, here's 2 black ones in a row. The note right next to it is a C. So the other C on this board. Is everyone following along so far? Cool. Now, we're talking about chords, right? So, with chords, you need at least 3 notes, because this is not enough to make a chord. It could be too many other things without the option of the third one. It could be a C diminished. It could be an F major. I need more information. Yes, unless it's like a 5 chord or something, but we're not talking about that. We're talking about standard chords. So how many notes do we want in a chord? 3. Cool. If you are in the key of C, we don't have to worry about any of the black keys. You can just hang out on all the white keys on the board. Isn't that just darling? That makes it so easy. The key of C, no sharps or flats. How many notes to make a chord? 3. Okay. Good. Now, we're going to skip a couple lessons. This is a, like, kind of music theory one. I need teachery kind of songs in the back. Next Animal Crossing, so fun. Okay. Since we need 3 notes to make a chord, the most easy and standard way to build a chord is thirds. Wow, I'm talking about 3s a lot. Isn't that convenient? So, 3 notes in a chord. We're gonna build them in thirds. Ready? I want you to count with me. I'm only using the white keys. 1, 2, 3. This is what everyone screws up when you are counting up on the keyboard. Where you start is number 1. So the next one you go to is number 2. You don't go 1, 2, and then skip this one and it's all lonely. No, no, no. Wherever you start gets number 1. 1, 2, 3. Cool. Now, how many notes are in a chord? I'm going to be very teacherly and open or have some of my freshly opened beer over here. Excellent, Jaro. You get a star. So, that's 1/3. I'm going to add another one. 1, 2, 3. Glorious. The standard chords is 3 chords for 1, 3, 5. Oh yes, I'm Teacher Joe. Look, I even got one of these. So, I'm gonna have to fast forward a little bit. This might get a little scary, but stick with me. I'm gonna simplify it. The topic of today's lesson is knowing what chords are available if you're trying to write a song. So, first things first, we need to decide what key we're in. And I'm telling you we're in the key of C because it's easy. There's no sharps or flats. You only use the white keys. Cool? This is really good teacher music. Oh, yes. So, you ever hear a thing called do, re, mi, fa, so? I'll do it for you. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. Do, re, mi, fa, so, la, ti, do. That is a scale, right? Whatever do is the key. Are we following along? Okay. C. I need to go up the scale. So if I'm moving farther along down the scale, what's the next note gonna be? We got C. Do is C. D. Banana Lecter gets a gold star. So I'm just going to keep following that. The alphabet. C, D, E, F, G. Now this is where it gets a little scary. In music, when you get to G, you start over again. Before you panic, let me show you why. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Even though they're in different places, do needs to say the same, correct? Yes. So, C is do. If I'm going to get back to that C, I can't just keep going A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. That will be the longest scale ever. No one would want to hear anybody sing that. That's garbage. So, I was using do, re, mi, fa, so to get a visual so you can see why the alphabet repeats. Does this make a little bit of sense? Dave, I'll talk to you about this after class. Leave your homework on top of your desk, please. Okay. Now, we know what the notes are, okay? How do we build a scale? Does anyone remember? We need how many notes? What's the magic number? No. Yes. Yes, there are chords that use more than those, and there's even some chords that use 2 notes, but the standard is you want to get 3 notes. And you know what 3 is very similar to? The interval that we need to use to build the chords. Not seconds, not fourths, thirds. 3, 3, 3. So, what we're going to start doing is really fast forwarding, but stick along with me. If you want a sincere teacher moment that's very important that I'm going to use a lot, is a word called interval. Does anyone know what interval means? Oh, I'm happy for Mentally Skinny that you like it. You're going somewhere good with that, Jaro, but it's very specific. You're going somewhere good with it, though. So, where you're close is that you said 2 notes. But what Tripwire said is actually what we're going for. An interval is the distance between 2 notes. I don't want to write the whole thing. It's the distance between 2 notes. So when people are like, Joe, how do you, figure out sheet music by ear? Well, let me do an easy example for you right now. Oh, what's that song called? It's so easy. Rose, FF9. Rose of May. I use intervals to figure out what it is. Once I know where the piece starts, I can see that those notes are seconds. Seconds mean they're right next to each other. So that's an example of an interval, a second. Can you hear how they're right next to each other? If you go up a third, it means you always start. This is the important part. Where you begin is number 1. So you have to include it when you count up. 1, 2, 3. That means I have to play a C and an E. That's a third. If I go up a fourth, remember you always, again, start where you're starting as number 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a C and an F. That is a fourth. A lot of people recognize it because it's Here Comes the Bride. So when I'm doing transcriptions, I'm listening for what the intervals are, and when I get it, then I can write it out. I don't know if I'm going too fast or slow. I kind of just decided to do this on a whim. Yes, and that's also a good point that it's a major second. That's getting a little too advanced. I don't want to scare the beginners away, but there's also different types of intervals. So there's not just a second. There could be a minor second or a major second, but we're going to keep with the basics. No, I love this. In fact, you get extra credit, Tripwire. I love you. Okay. So, intervals is going to be crucial in my lessons because I think it was the determination of everything. It's how I do transcriptions. It's how I do solos. Intervals. Intervals, intervals, intervals. Agent Dave, I'm going to make tests on this. People seem to be enjoying this, so I'm going to keep going with it. I'm kind of giving a teaser of what Teacher Joe is going to be. I want to do it in more succinct sections, but here we are. I'm going to train you guys to recognize the difference between a second and a third. What I'm going to do is play random parts on the piano, and you guys get to vote whether it is a second or a third. So, for people who don't know music, don't be scared. I'm going to walk you through this in very easy ways. A second sounds like two notes fighting each other. Second. 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 Can you hear how they're kind of fighting each other? There's a tension there. Cool. Thirds complement each other quite well because thirds build another thing we talked about that involves three. Oh, what could that be? Oh my gosh. Chords! Yes! You're geniuses. I love you all. So here's what a third sounds like. Can you hear how they don't fight each other as much? There isn't a tension. They just complement each other. It's nice. It's clean. That was kind of a mean key change. Some people might have thought that was a second, but it's still a third. Third. So this is what they do for beginner lessons. We're going to do your first auditory exam, and then I'm going to finish up my chord explanation, if that sounds good. All right? So whenever you're ready, just write in chat what you think you hear. I'm going to play either a third or a second. These are like pushing boogers out of my nose. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Ready? Second or a third, whenever you're ready. Look at all of these freaking geniuses. I'm so proud of all of you. All right, here comes round two. Ready? Oh my God. I'm seeing even more geniuses. Number 3. It does, but, you know, I'm not mad at you. If you really want to make it an auditory experience, you can not look at my hands. I'm not going to do the extra effort there. A lot of you are getting it. Yes, it is a third. Don't get discouraged, y'all, if you're not getting it right away. It takes some time. We're going to do 3 more. What do you think? Very good. It is a third. Everyone is doing amazing. Ready? See? A lot of you guys are already doing probably a lot better than you thought. The next round I'm going to do with you guys, which will be another day, is I'll include fourths in there. Fourths is the one that, if you can hear it, it sounds like Here Comes the Bride is the cheating way. Here comes the bride. So what I'm going to do as we keep going through this is keep building them. 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. And you can go through it. So, one step at a time though, but sincerely, oh, magic glasses, okay. When I'm doing solos and things, I really do start to think about things like, oh, you know, like if I go up a 5th, then I know I'll stay in the chord. Like, I could just hang out all day on the do third and the fifth, and it will sound like freaking gold. And maybe I'll play those notes really fast, and everyone's gonna be like, "This is brain melting," and I'm like, "No, it's theory, baby." So we'll get there. Cool. Now I have one more step with this, and then I promise I'll play music. Cool. We're going back here. The topic was, if I want to write a song, how do I know what chords to use? Because there's so many chords. Stefano, sit down. You're late to class. I'm kidding. Thank you for the follow. I'm sorry. I love being Teacher Joe with a beer right now. This is amazing. Okay. Now, I might lose some people here, but stick with me. You know what? Oh my god, this is a magnet! Whoa! That's crazy. Cool. I've decided that we are in the key of C. We talked about that. Here's chords. Or, well, here's notes. We're going to make chords. Here are the notes available in a scale. So what we need to do to figure out what chords we can use is start at number 1. I'm only talking about this one right now. Okay? So, if we're building chords, we need to use what intervals? Seconds or thirds? Thirds. Glorious. I love you all. You're beautiful. Okay? You count C as number 1. I can't say that enough. Everyone always forgets that. So I count on C. C. 1, 2, 3. E is the next note. Now we're going up from E. We're counting another third. Okay? So E starts at number 1. 2, 3 is G. Can you see that very satisfying pattern forming? Yes, it's thirds that's building that, right? Now, this is next level for the ear training. I'm going to play those notes, and I want you to tell me if you think it's a major chord, happy, or a minor chord, sad. Okay? What do you think? Yeah, you guys are doing so good. I'm really stoked actually right now. Okay. Here we go. We're getting into the good stuff here. Stick with me. We're figuring out how to write a song, how to know what chords make sense. I don't want to make it confusing with do. This is the first chord we are building, so I'm going to put 1. And we agree that 1 is major. Yes. Okay. Now we need to figure out what the 2 chord is. C was number 1. So what do you think number 2 is starting at? I see why people are saying E. You're thinking about thirds, and I love that. I could have probably phrased that better. What I mean to say is when we're using all these notes to figure out what the chords are, we need to figure it out one note at a time, okay? So, and I'm sorry if I'm sounding condescending at all when I'm doing this. I'm also playing a character, so please don't. Yeah. Jumping ahead of the class, and I love it. Yes, D is correct. That D would be the next note we need to figure out. So, D is here. I need to figure out a third up from D. 1, 2, 3. is an F. Can someone please tell me what a third up from F is? Remember, you include F when you count. So you go F, G, A. Excellent. Is anyone scared in chat? Am I going too fast? Okay. So, no eating glue in class. Hey. Everyone behave. You jerks. I don't mean that. I lost my Animal Crossing. So we're just gonna keep this in the back. Oh wait, no, I can't have something as we're doing auditory again. Alright, can we see how we built thirds on D? Cool. So, I'm gonna play those thirds and I want you to tell me if it's a happy chord or a sad chord. Very sad. It is a very sad minor chord. That is absolutely correct. Oh! So, what we found out is number 2 is a minor chord. I'm going to do this with colors. I'm about to go a bit faster if y'all are ready for it. And for those who already know this stuff, thank you for being patient. The blue color means major chords, and the red color means minor. So, we found out that the 2 chord is minor. Nice. All right. So, we found out what the C chord is, number 1. D chord, number 2. What would the third chord be? C, D, M. Yep, next chord is E. So, same thing. I'm going to start skipping some steps, but it's the same exact thing where I build thirds on the E. Rah, rah, rah. Tell me if it's major or minor. Happy or sad? You're all superheroes. Hell yeah. Everyone's doing so good. I'm so proud. So, for the sake of time, I'm going to finish this up. But can you see what I'm doing? How I just go in the notes of the scale, right? And each note of the scale gets its own grouping of thirds on top of it. And then depending on what key you're in, is gonna... Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me just finish it. So, if you want to write a major song, chords 1, 4, and 5 are the happy ones. 2, 3, and 6 are the sad ones. And then the 7 is like really sad. 7 is something called diminished we'll talk about later. Some people think 7 sounds evil. Or like menacing. Diminished, y'all. Yeah, it's very Dracula vibe. Very bum bum bum. It's a very powerful chord. A dominant chord. We'll talk about that in another class. Oh, I'm getting excited about theory. Oh, cool. So, here I'm going to start going a bit faster. We're reaching the end of the lesson though. If I did make a test from this, what I would want you to remember from today's lesson is that vocab word, interval. Who remembers what the word interval means? You guys are awesome. Yes, it's the distance between two notes. Excellent. That would be your first quiz question. Now, I will say with this next question I'm going to ask you, I will accept responsibility as Teacher Joe, where I think there's probably a better way to say this. It's not overarchingly always correct. However, it is a very good way to get started that covers like a general beginning, okay? So, what I want you to also remember is that in our basic chords, what are the chords made of? What interval do you need to make your chord? Thirds. Excellent. You guys are getting like straight A's so far. I'm freaking loving this. Now, I'm gonna assume that some people might get lost on how we got here to here. That is okay. But what I would like for you to remember is the third quiz question, which is in a major key. What chords are major and what are minor? I know this is a bit of a jump here, but the idea is that you're at least getting the information started in here. When you work on a keyboard, it will be easier. But in a major key, you're really going to want to remember 1, 4, 5. 1, 4, 5. Yes. And that the minor chords are 2, 3, 6. And we'll talk about 7. Yeah, I mean, 7's diminished. It's good to remember. That is a very good question. It starts over after 7 for Texas. Because, like, if I make this A, it's no, I'll stick with C. I gotta stick with what I'm doing. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. When you get to 8 notes, that's when the scale starts over. So there's 7 notes in a scale, but then if you're starting it over again, then it would go to the other one. Yes. So I'm going to actually give people a pop quiz on stream about this sometime throughout the week. Your 3 quiz things are interval definition. That one's really important. What interval makes up a chord? And number 3 was in a major key, what are the major chords? And you use your numbers for that, 1, 4, 5. And what are the minor chords? How do thirds work on the black keys? No, this is actually a really good question. This is where a lot of people start with music theory. And so I want to be very careful with it because I personally think people shouldn't start here with music theory. What a lot of people do is first introduce how a scale is made. A scale is made up of half steps and whole steps, and a lot of teachers have you memorize the order of half steps and whole steps. I don't quite like starting out that way. Yes, I think that method forces you to memorize the circle of fifths before you, and I'm getting really ahead of, this is like getting way ahead. So if you don't understand, don't panic. I'm going to get you there. It makes lesson 1 the circle of fifths, which I think is not productive, and it makes music scary. And I don't want music to be scary. I think what should be done is really just teaching theory only in a couple keys at first. Just only worry about C major. And then when you get good at that, let's talk about G major, because it only has one of the black keys, so it's not totally new to you. And build it up from there. So I will stop there because I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. But just trust me in that when we do get to using the black keys, if I'm in the key, let's say I'm in the key of, you can see my hands over here, so this will work. I know it's kind of at the side, but stick with me. In the key of F sharp major, I use all of the black keys. But it's still a major key I'm playing. I'm playing F sharp major. Can you hear it's happy instead of the sad one? So here's major scale, right? If it was minor, it would sound like this. Oops. Cool. Now, what we learned today, I'll block the board, is that in a major key, the 2 chord is minor or major. Beer. Minor! My genius class. So, if I use the proper notes in an F major scale, no matter what, if I start on that second note and build it up in thirds, it's gonna be minor. Oh, oopsie. Doesn't that sound sad? What would the 3 chord be? Major or minor? Oh. It's minor. We're getting pretty advanced, so don't feel bad if you're falling off a little bit here. So if I use the notes in an F major scale, no matter what, when I start on that 3rd note, if I build it up in thirds, it's minor. So even when you go up into the black keys, if you do the correct order of the notes, no matter what, you're going to get this if you're playing a major chord, major scale. The reason I keep saying major scale is these numbers are going to change when we do a minor song, okay? But we're going to start here, and you're going to really get the hang of it, I promise. This is already really good stuff. The reason I brought this up today... Oh my god, check out this awesome whiteboard. Ready? Oh, wait. Damn it. I thought I could flip it. Well... I got a nice whiteboard for you guys. Got the fancy stuff. The reason I brought this up is what Doc brought up was me doing an improv progression with a major 3 and a minor 4. But we just learned that 3s are minor in a major key and 4s are major. Rabble, 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 rabble. Well, technically, you can put any chord together. technically. But to show you why it just works so well. Using a 1-4-5 is the most common chord progression of all time. So if I was like, hey, chat, help me write a song in the key of C, but I don't know what chords to use. This is so overwhelming. You could be like, well, Joe, why don't you just do a 1-4-5 progression? That's always good. And I'd be like, oh, obviously, but I can't remember what a 1-4-5 is in the key of C. This is where you help me. If you count up from C, remember C is always 1, C, D, etc. Please tell me what a 4 and a 5 chord would be in the key of C. Mer, mer, mer. F, G. Very good. You'll get used to it. I'm going to walk you through 2 more and then I'll actually do the improv thing. Whenever you're counting up on your hand, you want to include that first one. C. Oh my god, I'm getting rated. I'm having a Teacher Joe moment. I'm teaching music theory. I feel like I should do a song and then finish my theory. We're going to pause this conversation long enough for one little bit of music right here. Thank you for the raid so much for Aaron Plays Tunes. As you can see, I have glasses and I got one of these. So I was just teaching class how to figure out what chords are available in a major key, so that if people want to write songs, they can do that. But I'll get back to this. And I'll play you something really fast. I don't know. What do I know? Let's just do like To Xanderkin or something. That's short, and I think I have it memorized. We'll see. Sniper, I loved where you were going with that. Sniper asked if it was a happy or sad sounding song, and you guys said it was sad. And that is because it's in the key of E minor. Lovely. Okay. Thank you again for the raid, for Aaron Plays Tunes. I'm doing something I've never done before. People have been wanting me to do Teacher Joe, so I bought glasses, and here we are. So, where we left off, I was talking about 1-4-5 keys. I want to give people one chance. It wasn't Aaron? Oh, D-Bakes, I'm so sorry. I think I just assumed when I'm sorry. I'm sorry, D-Bakes, thank you for the raid. I'm sorry. You're another Nashville streamer? Oh, are you in the Discord little group with everybody? I'm so sorry, D-Bakes. I feel really bad. Do you have like a song of yours I could do improv over so I could introduce you to everybody? I feel like such a butt face. Okay, cool. It's all coming together. It's all coming together. I typically do loops and play dramatic violin performances, but people wanted a theory lesson, so we're learning about chords. But I would love to potentially get to maybe play over one of your songs if you'd like. Otherwise, don't worry about it, and I can just continue being a nerd, drinking beer, talking about music theory. While you think about it, class, we're in the key of D. Please tell me what my 4 and 5 chords would be. Remember, D is number 1. Wherever you start, it's number 1. So it has to be D, Please tell me the chords for 1-4-5 D major, please. My students are brilliant and gorgeous and powerful, and no one will ever stop them. Let me show you why 1 and 4 and 5 are the most commonly used chords. It just freaking works and it sounds good. Deal with it. So, you told me D, G, and A. Wow, that sounds already like every song you probably know. And maybe I'll just put them in a different order, but it will still sound like a song you know. Maybe. This is out of tune, don't worry about it. D-Bakes, are you challenging my authority? You sit down right now. How dare you make me ring my bell. My God. I'll do it again. I don't know. I'm being silly. Okay, so that's how we talked about chords. This all started because I was asked to do an improv loop that used chords not commonly used in a major key, which I thought was quite interesting because Doc is a super musical genius. Doc suggested I did a 3 major chord to a 4 minor, which is, as you can hear, not the most obvious progression. It's not as obvious as hearing a 1-4-5. Right? It stands out. It sounds like, ooh, what is that? Yeah, I love it too. So we're totally going to do it. But I wanted to give you guys a chance to have our first music theory lesson. And you've been asking for Teacher Joe for a while. And after the celebration of today's interview, I figured it was the perfect moment. So remember for your quiz next week, and then I'll shut up and play music. Define what an interval is. I kind of slurred. I've been drinking. Define what an interval is. And then I want you to tell me What type of interval makes up a chord? Like when you're building your chords. What interval are we looking for? Eh? Okay, good, good. You guys are killing it. Oh my god, this is such sexy music theory that I'm watching right now before my eyes. And then this one's a hard one. If I'm in a major key, which chords are major? This is the one that numbers our answers. Oh yeah, look at all this musical genius happening. Oh my god, I'm so proud right now. I'm like actually really excited. And what are the minor chords? You are the best. That is correct. Yes. And what is the name of the seventh chord? The seventh chord has a funny name. A freaking plus. Hell yeah, school's out. Get out of my classroom. Unless you want to hear music. I am totally open to critiques of how we do Teacher Joe in the future. This was technically going to be lesson 3. I was going to start with half steps and whole steps, but whatever. I just kind of wanted to go for it. Please let me know what you want me to cover, what you want me to change in the future. But we're going to do more sound tests too. So while I race and prep for the new thing, tell me if this is a second or a third. You're geniuses. It is a second. What about this one? I got a sub. I do not deserve a sub right now. And I got another raid. Oh my god. I'm breaking character so much right now, y'all. I was doing a theory lesson, which is something I never do. I feel like I should play something and just be normal for a moment. Thank you for Pesto God for the raid, and thank you as well for D-Bakes. Thank you so much. And to introduce myself, I'm going to do just like a super cool jazzy moment. And then I promise I will do the improv loop from scratch where I just make it up as I go. Thank you for everyone who participated in the music theory class. And for what it's worth, I sincerely think you guys actually did very well. Thank you again so much for Pesto God and for D-Bakes. If you're still here, thank you for the raid. I am so sorry I kept saying another name. I just saw Plays Tunes and just grabbed onto it. Thank you for all these follows, everybody, and for the sub from Stefano. Thank you. Typically, I have a pretty consistent music stream, but tonight, I decided to do something I've been talking about for a while, which was bring my love of teaching back. Twitch has become my full-time job, which is a dream come true. I still teach a couple people. I only teach on Wednesdays now. And I love teaching. I really do. This is much more what I've been wanting to put my time and energy into. But I really do love teaching. And when people tell me that, oh, like I've always wanted to learn music, but I just don't have the gene, I'm like, what? No, come on. No. Nope. It's not like that. I think a lot more people can just jump in than they think. We're then a transition into the completion of our lesson here with Persona 5's rainy vibes. I loved whenever it rained in the game. It was awesome. So, Dom, what's up? I had my first teacher class. You missed it. So, this whole thing started because Doc gave me an interesting chord progression which you don't usually see. As we will learn tonight, when you're in a major key, the 3 chord is typically minor and the 4 chord is typically major. I'm still going to use the color coding if anyone liked that. Yeah, we learned the difference between, yeah. So, hey, do you want to guess whether this is the second or a third, you guys? We're going to do... What is that? Third. You guys are so good. What's that one? All right, how about... How about this one? Everyone's doing really good. See, a lot of you guys who are participating now in chat were like, I'm not going to do this. Like, I'm not going to be able to be understanding it. And you're killing it. I'm writing on the board the chord progression for people who want to play along. Doc suggested I try to do a 3 major with a 4 minor. And I came up with this little ditty here. I kind of want to do like a... Let's do like a... Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Drop it an octave. Oh, shoot. I was actually playing an E minor. Oh. Doc, is it okay if I make it a 3 minor instead? Yeah, for Stumpy, I just finished my first lesson. The chord progression I thought might be nice would be going from a 1 to a 3 to a minor 4. For Banana Bowl, I was saying that it made me think of Adventure Time. It's the beginning of the one that shoot, what is like the main every time you come around the town, it starts making me down. There's a better and it's getting me down. You know, I'm actually glad to see you. It's Marceline's song. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna finish writing these chords. And oh, that's so not satisfying, as I didn't fit it on the same line. The chords that I'm gonna use for this improv progression are C, E, F minor, C, A minor, C, F minor, C. Cool. All right, and that concludes Teacher Joe. I'm very open to feedback in the Discord, y'all. Admittedly, I did skip lesson 1. We kind of jumped into the deep end, but I'm really happy to see that everybody kept up actually quite well. If you actually, I keep saying actually, I'm embarrassed. Mermaid, what's up? If you want to keep up and have this be a thing, again, your quiz questions for the next time I see you will be the definition of an interval. I'm opening up a new Ableton project if you want to answer. Oh my god, I keep getting rated. I don't deserve these rates. I've been very off the book, the Natalie Page, tonight. I've gone rogue, one might say. If it's okay with you guys, why don't I build a loop before I do the improv one, if that's okay? For Natalie, thank you. I was doing my first Teacher Joe lesson. We learned about music theory today, and we learned about what chords are available in a major key. And everyone did so good, chat. Tell me if this is a second or a third. What do I want to build quickly? I'll just do Chim Chimney. That one's really fast. Second, you're geniuses and you're beautiful and perfect. Is this a second or a third? I don't know how I got such genius people in my chat. This is amazing. If I'm in the key of C, what is the 4 chord? Remember, you count C as number 1. This one's important. You're going to hear me say it a lot. Don't worry about that. F. Yes. That's so good. I'm so proud of you. In the key of E, what is the 5 chord? Remember, you count E as number 1. Yep, remember you start on the E. E, F, G, A, B. And if you guys don't get it, please don't be hard on yourself. I'm just proud of you for trying. I am so proud of everybody. You're amazing. Thank you so much for humoring me doing Teacher Joe. And let me know if you want me to do it again. Maybe we can make it like sub goals or something. Or, I don't know. I'll just do it for you. You already give me a lot. Let me know if I can play something, Natalie. Here's a loop. chim chim. When you're with the sweet young good company. Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim choo. Good luck will rub off when I shake hands with you. Oh, blow me a kiss, and that's lucky too. Now as the ladder of life hasn't strung, you might think your sweep's on the bottom of strung. Though I spend me times in the ashes and smoke, in this so wild world there's no luckier bloke. Up where the smoke is all billowed, between Babe Mountain and stars is a chimney sweep's world, where there's hardly no day, hardly no night. There's things half in shadow and halfway in light. On the rooftops of London, oh what a sight. When you're with the sweet young good company, nowhere is there more happier crew than them what sings chim chim chiree chim chiroo. Chim chimney chim chim chiree chim chiroo. A more happier crew than them what sing chim chim chiree chim chiroo. Chim chimney chim chim chiree chim chiroo. That will be our second oopsie doodles of the day. Oopsie doodles. I'm sorry, everybody. Usually I would fix that, but I've been putting off this improv loop I've supposed to have been doing now for a long time. I got so startled because I got 3 raids from really lovely people, and I was like, oh, I was like in super character. Please, don't judge me too hard. For Fresca Bean, thank you for the follow. Rails for 100 bits and a night stream for 200 bits. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you. So, now, let's get down to business here. I don't know if Doc's still here. I'd understand if he left, because I kept putting off the promise of an improv loop. I'm going to do a loop completely from scratch, and that will probably be the end of the stream. I'm streaming tomorrow at 11 a.m., so I feel like I probably shouldn't go too much longer. I was so tempted to do it, y'all. I almost said it, and I was like, they'll do it for me, and you came through. Oh, yay, and Doc, you're still here, even though I'm not using a Major 3. You're like, you monster. You little jerk, you. Oof. That actually gave me a flashback. Okay, well, I'm setting up my loop because I do need to have the Soundbrenner. I'm gonna get this all set up with Bluetooth. But quick story time. I was hired for a wedding gig a long time ago where we had to drive to Alabama. It was me, a violinist, a cellist, and a pianist. One of these members of the quartet got so drunk at the wedding before we played and asked me to go up to the hotel room to grab him a PBR, to which I said, no. I was like, she's at the end of the aisle. I can see her. And he went, you little... And I went like right in his face. I was so over it because there was a lot of issues that weekend. And I went, what? I'm a little what? He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I wasn't going to say anything. I was like, finish your sentence. I would really like to know what you were going to say. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And I was like, you little. I would like to know what the end of that sentence was that you were trying to say. And then he kept trying to make the other guys get in on the joke, and no one was laughing. So I just kept staring at him. I was like, would you like to finish? And then he just shut up and played his part, and we finished the wedding. And it was an open bar, and I had a good time. I was not sharing a hotel room with him. They were like partnering up with people, and he's like, "Oh, who's gonna share with Joe, huh?" And I was like, "Not you." Like, no way in hell I'm freaking sharing a hotel room with you, buddy. You little. So yeah, that was one of my less favorite gigs, and because of you guys, which is amazing, I don't have to take every single gig that comes my way anymore. I said yes to every single gig that I came across because I had to. And I still say yes to most gigs. It's like to really heavy travel gigs that I say no to. So thank you sincerely, because I was doing a fair amount of work that I didn't want to do. Hey, I stood by my PG rules. There was nothing. That was maybe a PG-13 story, but at the, most. But yeah, because of you guys, I don't have to do as many gigs that I really can't stand. And I put myself, admittedly, in some not ideal situations. But that's all of us, right? Like, we all have complaints about work. I'm not trying to act like, I was in this crazy situation. I was a little sad when I retired as a pirate. I'm not going to lie. I was a little sad. I was ready, though. I was ready to set sail, y'all. I just didn't want to be a pirate anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that would sound prettier if I make an inversion of the chord. An inversion is when you put it in different orders. Yes, for Mermaid Roadie, I worked in a pirate band for probably a year and a half. And every weekend, I would be on the road, journeying to pirate festivals, or tall sails festivals, or just any drunk beach festival that had a stage, because pirates actually do really well at those kind of festivals. So we played Florida a lot. I did that for a while. But after a while, I started not liking it. And I can actually remember the exact moment I realized I couldn't do it anymore. We were playing a festival that paid us so well that we each got our own hotel room, which never happens. Like, usually you have to share a hotel room with like 6 people, and that's fine. It's just like kind of the nature of the gig. So I had my own hotel room and my own balcony, and I got home after the gig and I turned on the TV, and the only thing on was really depressing reality TV shows about people going through withdrawal. That was like literally the only thing on TV. And I sat there with a beer in my hand, alone in my hotel room in the middle of Galveston, Texas. And I was like, I hate this. This is really sad. I'm really lonely. I don't want to do this anymore. Yes, being on the road is really fun, but being on the road is also so lonely. And it was awesome for a while, but I was gone every weekend. So, like, I wasn't hanging out with friends on the weekend. I was in a van for like 12 hours going up to Minnesota. It's a little rough, yeah. It's a little rough, not gonna lie. So, then you go to cities you don't know, and I'd really want to go out and explore, but one of the members of the band, I mean, the guys just didn't really want to go out. They just really wanted to go back to the hotel and call it a night. And as a young girl, I didn't really want to go out in a city I didn't know without anybody. It just seemed like it might be a dangerous thing to do. And maybe I was missing out there, but I guess I'd rather be safe than sorry, you know? So anyway, it was that night in that hotel room when I had my own room with my own living room, my own balcony. That was when I realized I didn't want to do it anymore. I was like, I can't do this. It was like the best paid gigs I had, but I was like, I'd rather struggle for more students. I'm not happy. Thunderpoop, what's up, by the way? You beautiful soul. I love you. All right, let's do this loop. Thank you for being patient with me, y'all. We are linked to the computer. I'm blocking the cord. For those who want to play along. Oh, that was an accident. I'm sorry. That's the chord progression. I will be blocking it. Cool. Ah! 1, 2. Oh, wow. I'm way off this tempo. You can do it, girl. Oh, it's just mega slow. Now it's a little too fast. I want to get this like almost sad tempo vibe. 1, 2. Maybe guitar. Let's get some strummies in here. Some drummy strummies. I made it major. Oh, Joe, would you have to go make the 3 chords sound like that sounded bad. Oh, I am a menace to society. All right, she gets one more chance on the guitar, or else she's put in detention. Done. Now get out of my classroom. Kristen, thank you so much. Thank you for a $20 donation. Thank you. I've been talking to you guys about how I'm always trying to think of ways to push myself. And I was thinking maybe I should try to like not write lyrics over it, but at least try and get like a couplet. So a couplet, new Teacher Joe moment. A couplet is just like a pair. 2 lines. Oh my god, a full year of subs. Thank you so much, Affectionate Scar. Thank you. A couplet. I'm scared I'm gonna be defining it wrong. Isn't it like a couplet is 2 lines that rhyme with each other? That's probably wrong. Damn it. I don't think they have to rhyme. It's like used in poetry or songwriting. 2 successive lines that rhyme or have the same meter. Same meter was the other thing I was working on. So I was trying to think of maybe I could try and add, at the very least, a couplet or 2 into my improv loops from now on. And it will further motivate me to continue to songwrite and get more things done for you. Celebrating an amazing day for you, Rolling Stone, teaching us all and doing that amazing improv. Oh, Kristen, making my heart explode over here. I also enjoyed watching you high five Apollo this morning on Twitter. It made me happy. Your dog's very cute. Alrighty, let's take a look at who he wants to be raiding, my friends. I will be live again. I'll be live again. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. Hopefully, I should be able to be on time just fine. But again, thank you guys so much for anyone that participated in my my interview today with Rolling Stone. That was such a surreal moment, and I'm just so shocked and proud of myself. Yeah, for Tripwire, I just saw Dusty's live. We are totally raiding Dusty. I just did a collab with Dusty, and he's amazing. And through that has become a very good friend. So we're going to be raiding the lovely Dustaroo. But for everyone that's just... Not only was, there for the interview today, also for those who have just supported me on this journey. It was kind of surreal talking about it on Rolling Stone, where I was like, yeah, I just started... When I first started streaming, I literally was doing scales. And I knew nothing about Twitch. I just knew that maybe I'd find someone to talk to. And from that, it turned into an improv channel. And from that, it turned into video game music and improv. And then it turned into live loops. And then it turned into whatever today was with Teacher Joe. Anyway, I'm going to send you off to Fish in a Birdcage. He's doing a collab with another very talented string player, Philip Boehm. And please give them all the love in the world. They're on the final stretch of their 8-month tour collab run. So just give them some love. They are so close to that finish line. I will be live again tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central Time for anyone who wants music. And again, feel free to give me some advice and feedback in Discord about Teacher Joe, because I had fun doing it. I'd like to do it again with y'all. Anyway, bye. I love you so much. Ah!